Okay, folks. Welcome back, YouTube. Harley Day Rider. I wanted to do one of these stops like I see a crazy cool New Yorker and some of you other guys doing. When we pull off the side of the road to switch helmets so we can do some recording. On my way home, decided to take some back country roads here so I can flip the camera on and do some recording. It's about, I don't know, 80 some degrees, I guess. My phone said 88. The bike is saying like, almost 100. But I wanted to put the full face helmet on so we could do some recording here and get some pretty views of some scenery out there. So I figure I'll take the back way instead of the old highway. Don't really have a topic for you today. I guess we'll just talk about life in general and how, everybody else talks about life and anything that happens in life. Everybody says, everybody will tell you, give it time. Give it time. Just give it time. Time is all you need. I don't always believe that. And I think when life is happening to you, time seems to stand still, I guess. But yeah, a lot of people will tell you that all the time. Heard something squeaking. I thought something squeaking was on the bike here, but I don't see nothing. Anyway, but yeah, so, has anything ever happened to you in life when somebody said, give it time? It could be anything, it could be a death in the family. We recently suffered one of those. And, they say give it time, but that person being missed, I don't think it's ever a virtue of time to release that gaping hole that you have. I don't think there's any time in the world that's going to make those memories disappear. I just, I guess it's easier to accept over time. You got to keep living your life, even though you lost someone close to you. And I do believe that. I think the hardest is for families when you lose children. I think that's a devastating blow, and you'll never get over it. It'll never make sense to you, and there's not enough time in the world to make that go away. So there's a lovely view of the outskirts of Washington, Pennsylvania. You can see that, the rolling meadows, the rolling hills. But anyway, but things do happen. They say things happen for reasons. I don't know that's true either. Myself, my wife gets in this conversation all the time. Does things really happen for a reason? Let's say now, I don't know. Well, let's talk about this for a minute. So you're walking out of your computer room, which happens, our computer room's on the second floor. You trip over the steps, you fall down the steps, you break your leg. Did that happen for a reason? Alright, I think we talked about that before. I guess the reason is because the orthopedic surgeons, which I have a pretty good one, he needs to make money, so I guess that's probably why. Is that the reason? I don't know. You wake up in the morning, you find your cat got ran over or your dog got ran over on the road. Is there a reason for that? Was that meant to happen? I don't know. I think that's one of those things, like, it just doesn't make sense. It wasn't meant to happen. And I think they talked about that at the, I know they talked about the funeral we went to. They talked about a little deeper religion, and I don't want to go into religion on my vlogs here, that's for sure. Because there's many different types of you folks out there watching, many different religions, so we won't get into religion. But they say that, when you die young, there's no reason for that. It happens, and things happen. Anybody see that the hot air balloon crash? How about that? They just said on our local news here there was a young couple, young married couple. I don't know if they were on their honeymoon or not, but they were from the local area. And they happened to be on that balloon. They were one of the, I think it was 16 people that died in that hot air balloon crash. That's a hell of a lot of people to put in a basket. 16 people. But I guess they said the balloon was made to haul 16 people. It wasn't a normal sized balloon. It was a really big balloon. And so 16 people perished at one time. And I used to always say that. They used to always say, I got to negotiate this. This is a hell of a hill right here. I got to negotiate. Let's see. I'm going. They used to always say that when you die, now this is a good one. Let's think about this for a minute. When you die, it was your time to die. Well, I wish that was somewhere on us, like a placard, like a nameplate says, you know, I don't know, like today is what? Today is August the 2nd. But it should be on your nameplate, August the 2nd, 2016. Then if you're going to get on an airplane and you see that person with that name tag and you're looking at people's date of death, and you're like, oh, no, shit no. That ain't going to happen. I ain't getting on the plane. Because I don't think when that hot air balloon crashed, if there was one person on there, it was their day to die. Why did the other 15 have to perish with them? I don't know. You know, that's the whole thing about when they say, you know, give it time. Everything happens for a reason. It was their day to die. And my wife really hates that. My wife, we get in these conversations all the time. So this is kind of the stuff we talk about at home. I mean, being there's just the two of us now, you know, and the kids are all grown and gone, we get to talk about pretty in-depth stuff with each other. And it's kind of funny because she'll say that. She'll say, well, wait a minute. She'll say, if it's, you can't have a date of death when you're born. I mean, God, they say, well, okay, we're not getting into religion, but they say a higher being, whoever that is you believe in, has our life mapped out for us. It says, look, you're going to be born on this day, and when you're 54 years old on December the 18th is your day to die. However that's going to happen, it's going to happen. And there's nothing saving you. And believe me, folks, I worked on the ambulance for 10 years. I worked as a paramedic for 10 years. I think I told a lot of you that. And, holy crap, traffic back up in the wilderness. And we would go out, and we'd go in a major car accident. And you would think, man, everybody's dead in this car. And everybody would be alive, and well, and kicking. And then you'd go out on a fender bender, like in a parking lot, where nobody should have even got hurt, and somebody's dead. So that really tells you a lot about, is it your time to go? Let this truck go. Is it your time to die? I could be crossing this bridge right now and that car's brakes can let out. It can definitely be my time to die. How would I know? I wouldn't know. It's just going to happen. It's just going to be very sudden. Bam, you're dead. I hope I live to be 95, laying in bed one day and just, you know, gently fall asleep and just don't wake back up, I guess. That'd be all right. Be a better way to die. But somebody used to say that too. I don't want to make this vlog too long, but just giving you things to think about. Somebody used to say that to us. What way would you want to die? How do you want to die? And you know, here's what I really hate. So, you know, and forgive me if I hit any sour points with anybody here. These cars just fly across here. Look, they don't give a shit. They don't care at all. They're just coming right across. Here's one I really don't like. He died doing what he loved to do. I don't understand all that. He died doing what he loved to do. Oh, bless him. That's good. So, getting back to my topic about dying in my sleep. Okay, I love to sleep when I can, and perfect. So, die in my sleep. I died what I loved doing. What I loved doing. Maybe you like watching TV. My first mother-in-law, I've been married a couple times, don't laugh. My first mother-in-law died watching TV. She loved watching TV, so I guess she died doing what she loved to do. So, but yeah, there's no good way to die. Think about that. You know, you're going to perish, and you're not going to be around anymore. But then again, I often say, I go to the cemetery a lot. I visit my dad there. He used to have a nice apartment. Now he has a little, I call it his little apartment. Okay, it's a plot, little, you know, cemetery plot. But that's where he lives. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm a little weird. My wife says, you know your dad's not there. His soul has risen. He's somewhere else. And I understand all that. I really do. But that's the closest place I know where I can sit and talk to my dad. And when you sit in the cemetery, look around. There's no pain. There's no suffering. There's nobody has any bills in the cemetery. Everybody's just kind of chilling out, relaxing. You know, all right, it does get a little cold in the winter because, I mean, I guess you're underground, so that's a little cold, but that's my morbid way of thinking. I'm sorry, and I don't want to bring anybody down with this vlog. That's just things I think about. People often say, boy, HDR, I like your stories. You might not like this story too much, or I didn't downshift enough so I can get the bike going. Anyway, so that's just a couple little thoughts I had for you today. No real topic. Just on a mellow ride home here. Wanted to do a little recording for you. And so yeah, that's about it. Other than that, oh, and I did respond back to Crazy Cool New Yorker. If you watched his last video, and I hope you do, he talked about sex, love, and marriage. You know, does the intimacy wear off over so many years of marriage? And I had to respond back, and I don't think it intentionally wears off. I do believe that it wears off. No, wait, let me go back. It doesn't wear off. I think it gets pushed aside. How about that? It does. It gets pushed aside. So what I'm saying there is, basically, you have, like, you're raising your kids, maybe. You got soccer practice, baseball practice, whatever, whatever else they're into. You got their homework at night you want to help them with. You want to help them study at night. Just stuff like that. I mean, and by the time you and your wife get in bed, the last thing you're thinking about is being intimate. You're thinking about shutting your eyes and getting some sleep before you have to get up and do it all again the next day. Because you got to go to work, you have a job. You got to go, you got to make money, you got to pay your bills. So, yeah, so Crazy, and I know I put that in his comments, but I wanted to share it with everybody. And if you didn't see it, it's Crazy Cool New Yorker. Check out his video. And he says it really well on there, so, you know. And me and my wife are still very much in love, and, you know, that has nothing to do with it. I can't tell you folks out there, you younger folks, once your kids are grown up and they're gone, and you'll rediscover each other. You'll have to. And some people, unfortunately, as they get older, they discover that they're not even compatible anymore. So they get a divorce when they're in their, like, 50s and 60s, because they found out that all they were together for was to raise their kids. So hopefully that's not you. Hopefully you'll get reacquainted with your spouse, either your wife or your husband, and your intimacy will come back. And on that note, I'm going to cut this video off because it's getting way too long. And I'll talk to you next time. Take care, everybody. Remember, ride your own ride. Harley Day Rider will be down and out in the lovely southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now.